on the Cortland repeater back a month or so ago. And you said last man standing. It came to mind. Good to hear you again. Bob in Tigard, Oregon, KW7BOB. Good morning.
Morning, Jeff. I probably with a squiggly, and the other gentleman said squiggly horizontal line. That would be the first thing that I would do, and then it'd morph into a box quickly after that. Weather's been really rainy up here in Portland, Oregon. It let up yesterday, which was good. We saw some sun, but doing well here at my back to net control. KW7BOB.
Temperature guster this morning outside, but Scott had a little slug. He said we didn't have anything, so we're the ones that usually get it. Good morning to Bill in Hobbs, New Mexico, KI5PMI.
Good morning, Dick. Everybody on the Brew. Put me down for a square, sir. And then he usually morphs into something else. Rest of the day, just some training I have to attend, and that's it. Hope everybody has a great day. KI5PMI, back to you.
All right, Vicky's got you down for a square, Bill. Next up, Mr. Mike from DeBerry, Florida, K2CMT. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Dick. Well, on me today, but all based on my experiences the last few days with the cable company, be a circle. Because I do feel like I've been running in a circle trying to get internet back working. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day out there.
Knowing what you're going through, I guess a circle would be pretty appropriate this morning, Mike. And for those of you that are watching on the fetch log, it is kind of cool to watch the pie chart come up with the answers. If not, if you'd like to follow along on the log, we don't advertise that very much. I don't know why, but EastCoastReflector.com. Go to Nets. Of course, go to the Morning Brew, and there's a little box there that you can check and follow along on the log. There is a bit.ly address as well, bit.ly/EC logs to the Zoom room, except this is ECR logs instead of ECR daily. So that's a little shortcut to get in, and it's kind of fun to watch the pie chart populate here this morning. Good morning to Roy and Blaze.
Good morning, Dick, and everybody on the Brew, KAYU. Yeah, I'd probably draw a circle. The clock face is one of the ones that I end up doing every year for when the home health calls nurses here, so that's usually the first one. As far as rest day, I don't know yet. I'll see. Back to you.
We got you down for a circle, Roy. And I don't know what's going on there with the 44415. The PA is apparently shutting down with heat. It's fine, but after it's on for half an hour or so, it shuts down. So I'm going to have to go up there and take a look at it. I see you're coming in through another repeater, but that main hub is down, so I got to get that fixed here this week. I got to get up there and see what's going on. That's all I know. Good morning to David in Houston, Texas, N0LUV.
Well, good morning, sir. I came to class unprepared and didn't get the question.
You know, and that's a pretty appropriate answer or question for me this morning, David, because it does require a little thought, and it does require a pencil and a piece of paper. Given a pencil and a piece of paper, what shape would you draw? Be prepared tomorrow.
Well, being that I can't draw straight lines very well, I would say somewhere polygon. But yeah, square's probably easier.
Right. Thanks, David. Thanks for a laugh here this morning. Let's see if I got any mobiles. I got Ariel in here, W4RHC. But let me see if we got any mobiles this morning that would like to get in here at the top of the hour. Mobile stations only, call signs twice. This is Dick, WB2JPQ.
Kilo Oscar 4, Papa, Mike Papa, KO4, PMP. Kilo 5, Delta, Delta Victor. Kilo 5, Delta Victor, in and out.
Alright, I got Sean, Charles, Mike, and Ariel. Good morning to you, Ariel. You're usually mobile. Also got Chuck in Sugar Land, Texas as well. Up to you, Ariel. Good morning, W5RHC. And our question again this morning is, if you only had a pencil and a piece of paper, what would you draw?
Romeo, Charlie, in the mall, like always, heading to Lake City, Florida this morning. Well, as a matter of fact, I do have a pencil or a pen in my pocket right now and a piece of paper. Write down numbers of the stuff I have to memorize, and I can't. So, as far as a picture or something like that would go, terrible doing that. Not a really good hunter for sure. Cannot draw anything. My numbers, I write a lot of numbers on papers. The stuff I have to remember, and notes. It's a whole day adventure. I guess the less I remember, but I guess that's part of life. Beautiful day here in Alachua. Like I said before, heading to Lake City right now. 53 degrees. It's going to be toasty 39 on Friday evening for us, which is great. For a Cuban guy that's been living in Florida almost all his life, it's still 39. It's cold for me. But anyways, good morning to all. I hope that all have a wonderful weekend ahead, and happy Thanksgiving. I'm sure that I'll be here before then. But best wishes from Whiskey 4, Romeo Hotel Charlie, Alachua, Florida. Back to you, sir.
Well, we'll put you down for a circle anyway, Ariel. We'll put you down for a circle this morning, seeing that you can't think of anything. Good morning to Mike in Fayetteville, Tennessee, KO4PMP.
Probably draw a triangle. I think that's what came to mind when I first heard the question. So give me triangle, and as usual, heading into work. A little nippy this morning here in North Alabama, about 40 degrees. So anyway, everybody have a great day out there. KO4PMP, back to Nick.
I'm not sure we've had a triangle yet, so good choice, Mike, for being there. Good morning to Charles, W2CJM.
Morning, Dick and the crew. I would probably wind up putting cartoon characters. As for the rest of the day, I'm just going to the doctor's right now, and then I'll be going to work. Have a great weekend, everybody. Be safe. Thanks for doing the net.
Like Scott said earlier, we enjoy doing it. We have fun in the morning, so that's why we're here. Good morning, Cypress, Texas, K5DDV. You were in and out, so I'm going to go right to Chuck in Sugar Land, Texas, and HB.
Good morning, Brew Crew. Happy Thursday, one day closer to Thanksgiving week. If I had a pencil and paper, I'd draw a landscape. I do a lot of landscape doodling. Not good at it, but I like drawing landscapes. So, anyway, nice, cool, 39 degrees here, just south of Houston this morning, so we're welcoming the weather. Thank you for doing the net, 73s, N5, CHB.
Sounds like it's cool all over the country. Getting a lot of cool reports here this morning. I got Jeff in Rochester Hills coming up, and we also got W8CLG. Take some radio checker, take some check-ins from the radio rather than the... So anybody anywhere like to get on the list here this morning? Call signs twice and solely. This is Dick, WB2JPQ at 16 past the hour.
VK free at WAY, check in, check out. VK free at WAY, check in, check out. Kilo Bravo 5, Victor Alpha Oscar, Kilo Bravo, Victor Alpha Oscar.
KD2YHZ, Kilo Delta 2, Yankee Hotel Zulu.
Kilo 5, Victor Papa Charlie. Kilo 5, Victor Papa Charlie.
November 4, Golf Papa Alpha, November Golf Papa Alpha, in and out.
N0 RNE, November 0, Romeo November Echo. KC2WLV, KC2WLV, in and out.
Stop there. Good morning to our friend Jeff in Westfield, New York. We got another Jeff in North Carolina, G4, Carlos, Mark, George, Luca, David, BK3WAY. Good morning. You were in and out. For some reason you're coming up on, we don't have a name, but thanks for being there this morning. I got Doug in Homosassa, and I got Jeff in Rochester, Michigan to start this round out. Good morning, Jeff, and it was nice to see you last night in the big boy Zoom room, KESMN.
Good morning, Dick, and everyone on Brew. This is KE8SMN. Yeah, the Zoom room, that's a lot of fun. I will plan to be there as often as I can, and would encourage everyone to check it out. For me this morning, I would say probably just going to draw a straight line with a circle. Not much artistic ability. This is KE8SMN, back to net.
Thank you, Jeff. I hope to see you tonight at 8. Work in Elmer, be in Elmer in our Zoom room. So fill up the room and let's have some good discussion. Morning to Doug, Homosassa, Florida, WA8CLG. And once again, our question is, giving a pencil and a piece of paper, what shape would you draw?
This is WA8CLG. Good morning to everyone. And something that my mother taught me when I was first learning to write is you start at the bottom and draw a circle, and then you draw a string of circles out in a line on that page, and try to get them all exactly the same. It's supposed to improve your penmanship. I don't know if it worked very well, but story. Everybody have a good day. The WA8CLG, back to net.
Well, my answer was a star. My grandmother taught me how to draw years and years and years ago. And I never forgot that. And I think when I sit down, I draw stars. If I'm doodling, I always put a star. Go on to David in Lubbock, KB5 VAO. Good morning, David.
Good morning to everybody in the net. It's a nice 37 degrees here in Lubbock. I would probably put me down for a circle, I guess, for the what I would draw. Artistically inclined, musically, but not or colors like that. KB5 VAO. Back to that.
It's a good question. Gets everybody thinking. Well, I had to think about it for a minute. I sat down. First thing I drew was a star. Luca, D point, KD2YHZ. Boy, all I got to say to you is sisters to start making their list for Santa. And we will know more about that next month, but let them get a list together. Good morning.
Dick, anyone else on the Brew? I'll make sure my little swimming makes that list. The first shape I draw, it would be a hexagon, and then I would connect all the corners with straight lines, and that creates a cube. For the rest of the day, school, and maybe some home improvements. KD2, YHZ, back in that control, 7-3.
Hexagon it is, and good morning to you. And I think everybody knows that because one of the net controls on our youth net, we encourage everyone to support the youth net at 8 o'clock on Friday evenings. K5V, good.
Good morning, everybody. This is 5 Papa Charlie. The name is Jorge Juliet Oscar Romeo Golf Echo. I'm in Wiley, North Texas. About 38 degrees. So we're about to shut down the whole state of Texas. This is too cold. But anyways, wishing everybody a good day, and thank you for letting me in. 73, back to you, net control.
Well, I heard it was cold there too, but weather, you guys have had some really, really hot spells. We had Mark from Ocala, Florida, and for GPA was in and out. Carlos, my buddy Carlos from Hollywood, Florida, KQ4UVS. Good morning.
Morning to you, Dick, and everybody else in this fine. I kind of have to brag a little bit with our South Florida temperature today. Hollywood is 70 degrees. How about that? Nice for a short and t-shirt. Sorry, guys up there battling the cold temperatures. As far for the question, I usually find myself those little elongated ovals like the ones you find on the bubble charts for the All-Star node page. It's about what I do when I get a pen and piece of in my hands. This is KQ4UVS. Back to you, Dick.
Oval. That's a great answer. That's a great answer, Carlos. If anybody hasn't looked at the bubble chart, they should. It looks like big spaghetti mess. Everything connected together. Thanks for being there. Good morning, Jeff. N0RNE.
Well, good morning to you and everybody else on the Brew. This is N0RNE. Yes, I usually draw interconnecting circles like a symbol for a coil. And usually, even with a pencil, I do that. Usually I'll do that with a pen just to make sure that it's writing in all directions. But with that, I'll turn it back over to Nick. This is N0RNE.
Good answer, Jeff, out of North Carolina this morning. Jeff from Westfield, New York was in and out, and we got Paul from Dunkirk, a neighboring town of Westfield. This is next, KD2WD. Paul.
Good morning, Dick. Put me down for sweeping curved lines, and I'll fill those, and then move on to intersecting sweeping curved lines. So everybody out there, have a great day today. This is KD2 WVC. Clear.
Thanks, Paul. Vicky's got you down for curved lines. We don't have room at the fetch log. You don't have a lot of room for. Gonna keep the answers short. They all have to fit into the. It's becoming very populated. Looks very good. We'll know more about everybody by the time another 5 years on the morning brew. Call it square, and whether you wear sneakers, sandals, belts, suspenders, or whatever, we know it. Let's take some new check-ins, have a little fun here for the last half an hour. This is Dick, WB2JPQ. Call signs twice and slowly.
November Whiskey 4 Quebec, NW4Q.
5, Delta X-Ray Bravo, keep Juliet 5, Delta X-Ray.
November Whiskey 4 Quebec, NW4Q.
Hello, Charlie 3, Foxtrot, Golf Delta. Hello, Charlie 3, Foxtrot, Golf Delta.
November 1, Whiskey Echo. November 1, Whiskey Echo Bravo.
Let's stop there. Good morning to you, Webb. Good morning, James, KQ4VYQ, who was in and out this morning. Jerry in Fort Lauderdale. And Ray in Elizabethtown, good morning. Frank in Sugar Land, Texas. And Jim, NW4Q, is going to start us out here this morning, or start this round out. Once again, a question given a pencil and a piece of paper. Shape would you draw?
Good morning, Dick. Thanks for everything you do. For some reason, yesterday morning when I sat down, I drew a border around the page. I don't know if I did that. But anyway, it's 41 degrees here in Murfreesboro. Take care, and thanks again.
Good morning, Brew question. When we get a real cold morning, Brew question, what's your temperature? It would be kind of interesting. And speaking of questions, I know I'm running out of questions. I don't know how Scott goes out on his front porch in freezing cold weather and sits and thinks of these questions, and I can't do that. So send some questions into us. If you got a question on the morning for the morning brew, there's a place on the eastcoastreflector.com website. Questions for the morning brew, questions for the TechNet, general questions, and so forth. So just get them dispersed, and if they're of course appropriate and haven't lately, we will use them. So this is your net as much as ours, and a lot of times it is tough to come up with questions. Shaking out of bed in the morning and come down here and questions. So help us out, send them in. Morning to you, Frank, Sugar Land, Texas, KJ5DXB.
This is KJ5DXB. Good morning, Dickie, and everybody out there. Looking at my scratch papers on my desk, it looks like I draw rectangles. Hope everybody has a great day. 73 all, KJ5DXB. Back to you, Dick.
Vicky's got you down for a wreck. Good morning, Ray.
Hey, good morning, Dick, and everyone on the Brew. Beautiful morning here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I'll probably start out with a simple straight line. As far as the rest of the day, going to head up to our beautiful wood shop here shortly. Probably spend most of the day there and do some radio tonight. These KC3 FGD back to net control.
Thanks, Ray. Funny thing, I just picked up my pen and pencil here, or my pen, and what do I draw but an arrow? I have a tendency to draw arrows. I don't think anybody has said arrow yet this morning, so I guess that's my second thing. Other than stars, I have to say arrows. I forgot about an arrow. I just did it unintentionally, just drew an arrow here this morning while you were talking, so I don't think anybody said that. Speak to Jerry, Fort Lauderdale, and for OSU.
Sir, good morning to the group. I usually link my initials together. That's my signature. And for OSU, we're down.
We missed your answer, Jerry.
Usually take my initials and link them all to AFS and keep on going like that. That's what I use for my signature when I sign for something. And for OSU, we're down.
All right, have a nice day down there. Good morning to James in Huntsville, Alabama, KQ4VYQ. We don't hear much out of Huntsville anymore. I didn't look today, but Huntsville has been connected for a couple of weeks. I don't know what's going on down there, but I'm sorry, James was in and out. James, are you still there? As long as I called on you, I didn't realize you were in and out. I guess he was. We'll go to Webb, N1WEB. Good morning.
Thank you, Dick. Thank you, Vicky. Good morning to the net. You can put me down for a straight line. You might argue if it's straight, but you can put me down for a straight line. I'll be in Huntsville on Monday. I think what I'll try to do is see if I can get on the East Coast Reflector through Huntsville's repeater. We'll see it then. N1 WEB, back to net.
That's what I was just saying here. I'm looking real quick. It's been, it hasn't been connected. It hasn't been connected, Webb, for a couple of weeks now. I think this is going on the second week, and I sent Mark an email. I never heard back, so that's very strange. Morning to Craig, Riverview, Michigan, N2WXD.
N2WXD. Good morning, Dick and Vicky, and thank you for doing the net. To answer the question, I draw a triangle, and today in Michigan, Riverview has got snow on the ground. Not much, but still got some. Back to net, N2WXD, monitoring.
All right, Riverview's got a little Vicky out the window at 6:30 when she came into the Zoom room or thereabouts, and she didn't have any in Lambertville because we kind of thought, looking at the weather forecast, that she might, but I guess not. Morning, Joe, West Seneca, New York, AJ0EF.
Tendency to start drawing slanted lines and then connecting them together and turning them into 3D parallelograms. As for the rest of the day, I'm on my way into work and tonight. And I've got multiple repeaters to connect back to this because I think I want to repeat it. I'll turn it back to control. This is AJ0EF 73.
Morning, Joe. Yeah, I see you're on cold. And Yeah, something's going on with the Buffalo hub. It's heating up and going online now. I had it off. I turned it off for 10 minutes and put it back on. So the Buffalo hub is, unfortunately, until I get there, in trouble. Other than that, it has to be on for 15, 20 minutes, half hour. It's going off on I don't know what it is. It's going off on something. Over temperature, who knows? It's never happened before in all the years up there, so we'll have to see. New stations wishing you good this morning. 8:38 on the East Coast, new stations. This is Dick along with Vicky, K8VKY, looking for check-ins.
November 8, Romeo, Whiskey, Foxtrot, RWF.
Whiskey, Cribbit,
Papa,
mobile, in and out. KJ7, IJU, Kilo, Juliet, 7, India, Juliet, uniform, in and out. Good morning, guys.
Oscar Lima Golf, Kilo Echo 4, Oscar Lima Golf.
Good morning to KE4OLG. We got you. We'll get back to you in a minute, Mark. We got KJ7IJU from Portland, Oregon was in and out. Got Nathaniel Orlando, WQ8P in and out, and we got Bill from Michigan, N8RWF also in and out. Just before Bill was a KO4. The KO4 coming out of Orlando, KO4 only out of Orlando.
KO4 FPM, Kilo Oscar 4, Foxtrot, Bravo Mike.
And I'm going to put you down for Mobile because you sound like you are. So I'm going to go right to you. We got Chuck as well, W2EM. So other two stations stand by, and we'll get Jose from St. Cloud, Florida. Good morning, Jose. KO4 FBM. And this morning, given a pencil and a piece of paper, what shape would you draw?
Good morning, Dick, and the rest of the morning brew on the log. I would say 1971 Chevy Nova. Back to you, 73s.
She's got you down for a car. That's as close as we're going to come, Jose. You have a good day. Good morning, Chuck. Lancaster, New York, W2EM.
Good morning, Dick. Beautiful day here. Piece of paper. I think I would try to draw a perfect. We'll see. Looks like it come. And today we have elections at our radio club, so that should be interesting tonight. Anyway, W2EM, back to net.
Good luck there. We certainly have a lot of good things to say about the Lancaster Radio Club. They've helped us out immensely. Meet and greet over the years and so forth, and over the 2 years we've had it. And, certainly support their efforts and their repeaters that tie in the morning to the morning brew and so forth. And Vicki just reminded me the fetch log numbers are jumping up. More and more people are watching the fetch log. And watching the pie chart seems to be the big thing today. And it's kind of fun to watch it. Good morning, Mark. Birmingham, Alabama. KE4.
Hey, good morning, Dick, Vicky, and everybody else on the net. I tend to draw faces, so that's my answer. And 60 degrees here. I'm in Haines City, Florida. It is 60 degrees. Everybody have a great day from KE4OLG.
That might be the first for faces, but I'm not sure. So look back. Good morning, Mark. You have a nice day. New stations wishing to get in here and tell us what they would scribble on a piece of paper with only a pencil and a piece of paper. Call signs twice, please.
November 8, Mike Juliet, November, N8 MJN Mobile. November 8, Mike Juliet, November, N8 MJN Mobile.
EDY, KE2, EDY.
We'll take the two we got while the rest is looking for a pencil and a piece of paper so they can answer the question, I guess, this morning. Morning to Dan in Clarence, Suffolk, KE2EDY. N8 MJN, Sterling Heights, Michigan. If you had a pencil and a piece of paper, what object would you draw?
Hey, good morning, Dick and Vicky and everybody on the Brew. This is N8 MJN, Marson and Sterling Heights. Cloudy 34 with light flurries of snow I see for the first time this year. I would say it'd be like some sort of a shape. So let's go with a sphere. For the answer to the question, taking the daughter to the preschool, hoping to get back out hunting again before. So with that, I'll say 73. Have a great rest of your day. N8 MJN clear, back to net.
Well, good luck hunting. Be safe. Morning to Dan, Clarence, New York, KE2EDY.
Good morning, Dick. Good morning back there, Vicky. Good morning, everybody on the Brew. I actually had to break out for the pencil, and the first thing I drew was a very happy stick figure. With that, 73, back to you, Ned. KE2EDY.
Right. Maybe that's our first stick figure. I don't know. Have to look back and see. Thanks. What story you have now that you all have had time to get a pencil and a piece of paper out and find out what your favorite doodle is? Stations, call signs twice, please. This is Dick WBJPQ.
KO4QMM. KO4QMM.
Wow.
Kilo 5,
15 minutes. Nobody wants to get their pencils out and doodle with us. Roger, Vicky's already got you down for DX. You want to change that? Good morning.
Good, and whoever else is hanging out behind the scenes there, and yeah, right. I was always spelling CQ, and I didn't even know why before, But no, put me down for trees. I always end up drawing trees for some reason. They start out lines and end up into branches and that kind of thing there. And yeah, looking forward to the 20-meter net today. 10 o'clock, 14.317, take a couple kilohertz. You never know about them POTA guys jumping in there. Don't want to interrupt them too much. And Randy and I, W2RBC, came up with a good question too. So looking forward to it. See you all there that have the privileges. KO4QMM, Roger Clear.
it's a little bit slow here this morning. Roger, you want to share your question for the 20-meter net with us, or is that a big secret?
Well, I guess it doesn't have to be a secret. It is, have you ever got an aeronautical contact? And it's something that you do remember. I've gotten 2 or 3, but 2 of them really I wrote down, like 40,000 feet. Airplane going from Fort Lauderdale to Germany, I do believe. And yeah, it's something you don't forget, and it sounds just like an airplane pilot too when they talk. So back to you, Dick. Thanks for letting me get in there. KO4 QMM clear.
Great question. I've talked to many over the years. Not as many lately. Years, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, there was a lot more. I guess we used to have a pilot that flew out of Buffalo, and we used to talk to him on 2 meters all the time as he was going. Good morning to Conroe, Texas. K5YNU.
Good morning, everyone on the Brew crew. 41 degrees in Conroe, and the sun is up. Sky is clear, blue. Put me down for a triangle with plus sign in the corners. Back to the control net, 73.
With a plus sign in the corners, that's the first one. Let's signify something. Thanks for being there. Good morning to Tuscumbia, Alabama. Good morning, Micah, KO4CLD.
Good morning. I always start with a circle, which turns into a smiley face. But I might try to get on the 20-meter net today, and this is KO4CLD. Thank y'all for running it.
Randy and the others do a great job on that net. Unfortunately, I've been at 10:30, haven't been able to make it the last few weeks, but Roger did give me a pass so I can return to my normal state when I clear up the 10:30 appointment. News stations, help us fill out the last 10 minutes here. News stations, wishing to get in on this, what is this, Thursday edition of the Morning Brew.
KD2VNU, KD2VNU.
W2KJV, W2KJV.
KB2QBQ in and out.
KC3BXD, Kilo Charlie 3, Bravo X-Ray Delta. Check me in and out, please.
Kilo Bravo 2. Kilo Bravo 2. Whiskey.